Hey everybody. How's everybody doing? Let me just get my YouTube side over here. I have been doing stuff this morning. And I just wanted to sit down and maybe touch base with everybody. Let me just get my YouTube side here. Give me one moment, please. Let's see. All right. I think I'm good. All right. So I have been bebopping around here, getting things together for a yard sale I'm having tomorrow. My daughter-in-law and my son are coming with little Emmett, and look at the wings. And they live in the woods, and they wanted to have a yard sale, but my area is very well traveled. Hey, Mama Bear, I miss you too. How are you doing? I'm watching your pictures and your progress. You go, girl. So, so I've been getting things ready, and my son, I told him to go through his room and if there was anything he didn't want. And oh my God, there was a time years ago that he was very much into painting. So for Christmas, I have hundreds of dollars of canvases, brand new canvases. Um, so he brought all these canvases out brand new. I mean, I'm talking a lot. Sketchbooks still in the package, which I may not get rid of those. But he's got like all these little thin ones, brand new. Most of them are still in packages. Like he's got 5 or 6 of these small ones. Yeah, we got big ones. Hey, Ocean Ran and Sassy Cat. I mean, look at this. Hold on, one moment, please. These are. I wish I was closer to TJ. I would give these to her. Oh, I put them all in bags because, I want to protect them. But literally, there's like 3 of these brand new ones in here. Freaking, look at the size of these. Hold on. These are 18 by 24. 3 of those. And then like this size. This is just one bag. I got another whole bag over here. Oh, like this bag here. Let me see. This bag here are like 10 packs. That's how much I bought them one year for Christmas, and I got them like, oh God, there's more of these. There's like 6 of these with the plastic on them still. And then 2 of these 10 packs from Michael's. Yeah. So if we don't sell them at the yard sale, then I'll post them on Facebook Marketplace. But all brand new watercolor packets. I got all brand new unopened paints, watercolors, acrylics, a big bin of all brand new bottles of paint that were never opened. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're going to have a yard sale. So I got a lot. I got a Vera Bradley. I paid $100 for this big, beautiful Vera Bradley, beautiful blue bag. It's in my room because I don't smoke in my room. That's why I put everything in bags. So, and I went downstairs and that bin is all full of stuff. I have trouble though. I don't like getting rid of things. So my stuff has been I got some things, but when I buy something though, I buy it to use it or have it as a backup. So there's hardly much that I can get rid of because it's all stuff I use. And like today, this is a good example. Today, they had a water main break up the road some. So all our water has been out all day. And they were estimating 6 to 8 hours. So thank God I stocked up paper plates because all my plates were dirty and in the dishwasher, and I never turned it on yesterday. No water to wash them. Thank God I have my swimming pool outside because I've been going out there to wash my hands in the pool, and I can grab some water from the pool and wash my dishes and stuff, sure. I just haven't done it because I was downstairs trying to get things together. But how you guys doing? So yeah, it's a good thing we prep, guys, because you never know what's going to happen. We haven't had water. I have a 5-gallon bucket. I went and emptied my dehumidifier water in that bucket, brought it upstairs to flush the toilet. So that's why I don't like I only buy stuff that I know I'm going to use. The stuff that I'm selling is stuff I way before I started watching my money. But yeah. So I'm getting ready for that. And me and Sierra discovered taquitos. Chicken and cheese taquitos. Oh my God. We ate the whole box in 2 days, me and her together. Oh, I threw them in the air fryer. So I've just been researching recipes for chicken taquitos. So I'm going to make homemade ones. It's going to be a video. I just don't know when I'm going to get to it, but I'm going to do it. I want to make up a crap ton to freeze if we like them. Because I have tons of chicken downstairs that I pressure canned. I have tons of canned chicken. I have tons of whole chickens in the freezer. I have chicken in the fridge that are leftovers from my rotisserie chicken I made the other day. Have a great day, Mama Bear. Are you going to work today on the land? You are an inspiration, let me tell you. She's out there doing stuff, guys. And it's coming out nice. I think you guys are awesome. Tell your husband we said hi. Oh, there's Sierra. Say hi to Michael.
I think I used to have this one.
Yeah, I got that for you from a yard sale or something, and you didn't want it. It's been downstairs ever since.
I did use it sometime.
Yeah, she did use it.
But that was a long time ago.
Yep. I paid like $1 for that at a yard sale or the thrift store. Yep. I got it because you liked blue.
No, I like black.
Now you like black. See, she's in all black.
It's blue. No, it's blue, black, and then green.
Green?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, yeah, I've been doing stuff. I cut some of my onions the other day. The ones that dried out so far, I got to put them in a onion bag and get them hung up downstairs. It's still pretty warm though, so it's not like it's a cool place. The rest of my tomato plants that I had outside in the buckets, those are all dumped into the wheelbarrows, ready for the compost pile. Because I picked all the tomatoes off them pretty much, and they keep toppling over in the wind because the soil was so dry. So I just got tired of picking them back up, and we picked most of them off there. So those are done. I'm kind of burnt out from gardening. I'm going to be honest. I got to thin my celery and get that planted. But I think I'm going to wait a little bit till it gets cooler. We're supposed to have really hot Saturday. It's going to be like almost 90 in the mid 80s. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I do any more planting for the fall. And then I'm just going to probably do it in the greenhouse if there's room in there. I still got cucumbers growing in there. I started that second batch of cucumbers. So what are you all up to today? Sassy Cat, Ocean Ran, Mama Bear. I think you're leaving. It says have a great day. So I'm thinking you're going. But yeah, I'm not doing much. I gotta wait for the water to get turned back on so I can do those dishes. I just haven't had any energy. I haven't had any energy whatsoever those last couple days. I did see a post on Facebook of a place, an orchard that's near here that already has apple picking starting today. So I'm going to check it out. Not today, though, and not tomorrow because of the yard sale, but maybe Sunday. It's the 19th to the 21st. What day is the 21st? Let's see. One moment, please. I got to check out my calendar. My brain is fried. Oh, yeah, Sunday, so I could go Sunday. But do I want to? Hey, Brian. Because I have plenty of applesauce, but I'm thinking with the winter coming up, the only way Sierra can take any kind of pills is with applesauce. So I do have some canned from the last batch and some that I bought in the little cups for her. So I don't know if I might wait till more in October when the apple picking is in full force. Give myself time to wrap up everything. What are all your plans for today? I know Crazy Iris and Trust just finished their live stream. But I figured I'd pop in and say hello. I'm not going to stay long. People have things to do. I know that. I just don't know what I want to do. There's so much I have to do. I just have no desire to do anything. So, what's going on? I think I've been wanting to go look for recipes. I printed out a lot that I had saved from Facebook onto my saveds. So I printed out a bunch to get them out of my saved. I want to try crab rangoons, homemade crab rangoons. I love crab rangoons. And I want to make some homemade pizza with some homemade pizza dough. I found an Olive Garden breadsticks recipe. Oh, yes, I did. And I want to try, I saw this, I've never had a chimichanga, but there was this really good looking picture. In color, it's even better. So I printed that. Minus the chilies. I don't like chilies or jalapeno peppers. But it looked pretty easy. I have everything. And Mexican street tacos. Oh, I don't know. I've been wanting Mexican lately. Homemade apple cinnamon cake. Homemade pizza dough. Yeah, I just went crazy. Started printing out recipes so that I'd have them so that when I start really baking and cooking. Amish white bread. Looked pretty interesting. 1 hour dinner rolls. So yeah. This one looks really good. This was a rice dinner. Very easy. It just has a rice-a-roni Spanish rice mix, ground beef, chopped onions, red and green peppers, shredded cheese, can of Rotel, all mixed together in this rice dish. Oh my God, doesn't that look good?
I did.
What are you doing?
I keep looking at these. Look at how much I changed.
Yeah. These are her school badges and the year-to-year pictures, and she's changed so much.
This is from 5th grade, and this one is 8th.
Homemade mayonnaise. Save them.
So it's 2018.
Not that long ago, girl.
Yes, it was.
Not
It's
that
like
long.
500 years from now.
Memorial Day Dream Bars. That is from Whippoorwill Holler. One moment, please. Telemarketer. I have to answer because I'm expecting a welcome call from the school the tech academy that Todd's going to be starting, and there's a welcome call. So I never know what the number is going to be, so I have to answer. So yeah, that's all. Look at these are all my recipes that I still have yet to try. I'm going to pick up groceries and try to push myself to do some much needed. I know, sassy cat. I got so much here to do. I don't have the energy to do it. I just don't. And it's so beautiful outside. I could be out there doing stuff and I don't know. I don't know. I think with me, this is how I do things. And it's once I wake up, I have to literally start right then and there doing what I need to do. Literally wake up and go. If I don't and I sit, I'm done. I'm done. Then the whole day's gone. So I literally have to wake up, get up and go and do what I say I'm going to do. Like I went downstairs, I rummaged through stuff. I ended up emptying out one bin of stuff and consolidating. I found things that I had put in bins that I forgot about. Like on my KitchenAid mixer, the guard that I had bought, or I think I bought it. Yeah. I always get aggravated when I use my KitchenAid mixer and I can't get the stuff in because it flies everywhere. Well, I forgot I had the guard down. So I found that, brought that up. My set it and forget it rotisserie. There's this round disc that you put the rotisserie spit on to hold it in place. It was down there. And I've been using my rotisserie like for so many times now. And I could have been using that and I didn't realize it was down in the bin. So found some things that I could bring upstairs and use. So I'm glad I kind of went down there. And I got rid of some clear bins. Well, I didn't get rid of them. I brought them outside because they are good to catch water in. And they are good for me to like put my harvest in. Because I have this bad habit. Hey, Joe Morgan. I'll bring things in a bin or a bucket. And then I never bring the bucket back outside. So nothing when I go out again, I walk right by that empty bucket on the porch and I go out and harvest and then I have nothing to put it in. So I have to come back in and get the bucket. So I figure I could leave some of those bins in the greenhouse. They're small. They're not huge bins, but they're clear. And there's no matching lid for them. So I don't know why I was keeping them. Take a dip in the pool. I got to get the robot in there and clean it because tomorrow is going to be hot. Actually, I got to, that's what I'll do when I get off here. We're going to put the robot in there and clean it. We have lost so much water. It has evaporated. I had to fill it yesterday to get it back up there. And, because the water has just been evaporating and I checked, we have no leaks in it. So, hey, Mountaineer Mama. Just made it home from town oh yeah, I'm here for a little bit. I don't know how long. You know me. All I want to do is lay down and watch TV. I can feel myself gaining weight and I have to stop. I have to stop. The older I get, yeah. I just got back from trash and mail. You have to bring your trash somewhere? Ours comes and picks it up. Me and Chris were talking last night about the wood. Now how we had that wood cart here when we had all the bugs and stuff from the wood. So we moved it outside and we emptied it, and we're talking about if it's going to be nasty this winter, we're going to take that wood cart and leave it by the front porch outside against the house, because those bugs don't really come in the winter. They come more in the spring and the hot weather. So I think we'll be good. They probably all died out by now. And when we'll just wheel that cart onto the cement right by our porch door. It'll still be outside. We'll cover it with a tarp and we'll pull from there instead of having the wood rack on the porch, the inside porch. No, not having that wood rack on the inside porch. Nope. Stuart got me good yesterday. Got a surprise in the mail. Canteen. Oh, is that Stuart Susanna's husband? I've been wondering how they're doing, especially Susanna. Dumpster in the mailbox by office. It gets my dad out for a scooter ride. Yeah. I know, Mountaineer. I haven't been napping, but I've been just kind of not doing anything. And I've gained some weight. I have gained some weight and I got to stop. I do. Stuart from Metals Lives and others. Oh, no, I don't know them. I don't know who Metals is. I've heard the name, but I don't go on there. I haven't been going on it. I haven't even been really watching YouTube much. I gotta get myself together. Get my shit together, Lee. I swear. I've just been, I don't even know. Like today, I should just be doing stuff and moving around, and it's like, I don't know. I start something and then I stop. I start and I stop. I start and I stop. Been helping several people build things online with info and parts. Oh, yeah. All right. I get you. Yeah, so nothing exciting going on here today. I wish I had money because I would mail all these canvases and paints and everything to TJ Preps because I know she's doing that. I would just mail it. I just would because she would so use all that. It's unreal the amount of stuff. I mean, God, brand new. It bugs me that I can't. It bugs me. Like, literally, it's bugging me because I know she could use all this. Like, candle making stuff too. I have candle wax and stuff, but look at $15, brand new, never opened. Watercolor, oil, never opened. These are acrylics, glow in the dark acrylics, brand new. And then these are acrylic color sets. Never opened. The plastic is still on them. I know she could use all this stuff. I wish to God I had the money to ship it to her. It bugs me. Because I would. Along with all those canvases, God. That was one Christmas last year and birthdays and stuff like that. I went all out for him and I got him a big easel and that got broken and he hasn't been doing it. He's got a metal a cart from Michael's with tears on it. He had all his paint sauce. There's a big plastic bin with all brand new bottles of paint. Still sealed. But if it doesn't sell at the yard sale, I'm bringing it back in and I'll try to sell it on Facebook or something. So, actually, I do have something to talk about. One moment, please. Back to school sale for Thrive Life. One moment, I'm gonna pull it up. Oh crap. I'm sorry guys. It's not you, it's me. You're not boring. I'm just I gotta go on a diet. I keep saying I'm gonna make a big salad with chicken and I just don't. So what do we have going on? So go into my office. And so for the back to school sale, I'm gonna go to the resource center. It's not just the food on sale. It's all the pantry organizers and consolidators as well. Some pretty good prices, let me tell you. I got a skein of yarn while I was out. I don't dare pick it up or I'll fiddle fart. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. I saw this big block, brand new in the plastic of candle wax, premium candle wax. I bought it. It was like $2.50. It's huge, huge. And I don't know. If I don't sell it, it's going to go down with my candle stuff. So anyway, back to school sale. Instant milk, 50% off. So a pantry can is $7.80 when it normally is $15.60. So yeah, I'll be stocking up on that. Cucumber dices, confetti cake bites, applesauce, the shredded Parmesan cheese. I'm definitely ordering that. Blackberries, Greek style yogurt bites, shrimp. The shrimp is on sale. Strawberry slices, instant brown rice, mashed potatoes, shredded cheddar cheese. That's another one I'm stocking up on. Butternut squash, beef slices. I have not seen beef slices before, so I'm definitely getting those. Sweetened cranberries. That's a special offer. I never seen them have cranberries, but yeah. Sour cream powder, limited time. Instant black beans and shredded beef. So there is some really good things that they haven't had meat sales in a while. So I'm stocking up on the beef slices and the cheeses, the shredded beef. The shredded beef is really good. Oh my God, with gravy and mashed potatoes. Oh my God. One meal a day. That's good, Joe. That's good. I kind of do the same thing. There's some days where I wake up, I don't eat anything all day, and then I'll wait and have dinner. I just don't eat. Then there's some days I eat all the time. I have some jar candles with the flag and United We Stand on them to fill eventually. I may not get rid of that candle wax because I bought it so that I could make my own candles. But I don't have anything else, just the wax. So, and I did have this little kit. It was a candle kit. Was it candle or soaps? Can't remember. I think it was soaps. But yeah, so I have a bunch, and this is only going to be from the 26th to the 29th, so it's only a few days. So I'm stocking up. I have plenty of instant milk down there. But I'm stocking up on milk, the cheeses, the beef. I don't know about the shrimp. I'm still undecided. I did find cans of baby shrimp at the store. Finally, at one store. So expensive. It's $5 for a little tuna size can. God, everything is getting very expensive. I don't have any wicks or anything like that. I used to have when the twins were not even born yet. I used to make candles, and it was called Candle Magic. And it was this machine. You put the crystals in the top, and it would melt them through and drip them into And I've been trying to find it and I can't because it was so easy to use. I made some really nice candles. Hey, Black Watch. Um, I don't know. It's been so long. I wouldn't even know how to do it now. I did some for my wedding too, to their dad, but I don't even remember how I did it. I think I had that candle magic kit. I'd have to look it up because it was an old, I believe it was called Candle Magic Machine. It was, God, it was so old. I would love to just have a little melting machine because I don't know the first thing anymore about how to make candles. But it did everything for you. It just melted it and I don't see it here. But I think it would be fun to make candles. Let's see, candle making machine. Let's see. It's basically like a burner, right? I don't know. Then you got to buy the wicks and you got to, don't you just have to melt the candle wax in a pot and pour it? I wonder if a crock pot could be used. Huh. Candle making kit for adults, easy to use for beginners, $29. Oh, that looks like it right here. Yeah, that's it right here. It's on YouTube.
If you're a homeowner in Massachusetts,
Wick Candle Maker by We Are Memory Keepers. Let's see. Have any of you ever made candles? Food puts me to sleep, even a few crackers. I know, me too lately. Black Watch, the shrimp from Thrive Life is really good. I was really surprised because I did not think it was going to be something I'd be wanting. But now, yeah, it is. And it's back only for a limited time. They came out with it over the summer, I believe. Last year, maybe. I can't even remember. But now they brought it because it's going only for limited time. So if you're interested, the shrimp is good. It's perfect in like shrimp tacos and shrimp salad because they're the baby shrimp. You open that can and you just smell the beautiful smell of shrimp. So a pantry can usually is $30.49. It is going to be $28.87. And their shredded Parmesan cheese is the best. Oh my God. I love it. So it's going to be $22.81 for a pantry size of that. And it's normally $33. So it's 30% off. That's limited time as well because they're doing away with it for a while. These limited time ones, they're doing away with for a while. So I know, Han Solo. Beef and chicken taquitos. I know. I've been watching videos and looking at recipes, and I'm gonna make up a butt ton. It's kind of like when I had that addiction to the egg rolls from the buffet. Which, okay, there's another Chinese place down in another town closer to us. Their crab rangoons are so fantastic, and so is the egg rolls. I didn't think they could get better than the buffets, but they are better. So before the winter hits, and you know I don't like to leave the house, I am stocking the egg rolls, the crab rangoons, and I'm going to be freezing them. so that I have a supply for. I still have about 15 bags of those chicken nuggets. I have not gone through them. I'm savoring them because I think Pilgrims. I don't know. I can't find them in Walmarts anywhere. I look, but I eat them very sparingly. Yeah, because you know me and my nuggets. I get in this mood for a week or so. I'll eat a certain thing and then I stop. Oh, I have a melting pot and the pot from my mom's old pressure cooker I use as a double boil. Ooh, for your candles? An old Fry Daddy works too. Not sure on a crock pot. Oh, so much to learn. Forget it. My ex makes candles decades ago. Did not go so well. No, a pantry can is the smaller one. The number 10 is the big one. I did too when I had a yard sale when the twins were just born. And I sold a lot of my candles with that candle making machine. It looked like this. I found it. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. It was like this, exactly like this. Hold on, I'm going to share it. That's how long ago it was. So it was this one here, right here. And you lift up the top cover, pour the wax in there, and it drips down into the candle container. It was so easy to use. 3 different temperature settings. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. There's a video of it. And they have a website. We Are Memory Keepers. And it has all the scents. Shop. It has like a cart, like this the metal cart. Oh, let me take this off there. Sorry. Duh. That's a bit steep for a can of cheese off sale. Which cheese are you talking about? The shredded is $22.81. But you have to keep in mind with this Thrive Life, it may be expensive, but you don't use a whole lot when you're cooking. So for you by yourself, you'd need maybe less than a third of a cup, depending on what you're making. If it's for tacos or a fajita or a quesadilla, you don't need a whole lot, a couple spoonfuls. And the main focus about the freeze dried is you don't waste the food. It sits for a year after you open it, or longer if you reseal it. And you grab it as you need it, and it's there, and it's cutting the time you have to make stuff. So I find that with me, I'm not wasting so much food anymore, and I don't have to make so many trips to the store. When I find a recipe out of the blue that needs sharp cheddar cheese or grated cheese, and I don't have it in my freezer or refrigerator, I have it in my Thrive Life. So I can just open up a can, and then I have a year to use it, if not longer, if I repackage it. So, I mean, you have to really look at all the benefits, the pros and cons. It depends on your lifestyle. Me, you all know I don't like to go out. So, but I also like to make recipes. So if I find a recipe in here and I have everything for that recipe except for that cheese, I'd be pretty aggravated that I couldn't make it, but no, I always have it as a backup. I know, Han Solo. I know. That's what I'm doing is I'm stocking up on shelf-stable meat and cheeses because I a lot of the recipes, especially for a diabetic, cheese doesn't have any carbs really, so it's good for me. Candle making is fun. Yeah, it does sound fun. I used to do it. I know. That's the kind of candle machine that I used back then. And I haven't been able to find it. It was so easy. Yeah, this stuff is very long term. And I cook with it all the time for my quesadillas and my tacos and things like that. And you add a little drop of water on it and it rehydrates like within minutes. And when I need, it's like the sour cream powder. You all know I don't always have sour cream in the house because it's not something we eat all the time. So I have that sour cream powder, and when I need just enough for me to have a baked potato or a taco, I just a tablespoon with some water, and voila, I have enough for that one meal, and I am not wasting anything. It's not sitting in the fridge. Oh God, I got to find another use for it before it goes bad, you know? So that is why I do what I do with the Thrive Life. You all know I don't push it much anymore because I worry about my family. I don't want to sound selfish, but I'm not selling it to make a shit ton of money. I could sit here, work on my Thrive Life business, get it out there. I could push, advertise. I just don't because I am focusing on getting my shelves stocked. And I could a lot quicker if I sold it like crazy, which I do. I sell really well. I do sell well from my regular customers, and that's okay. But I don't advertise. I don't push it. Once in a while, I'll talk about it. I'm getting emails from Thrive Life that they are discontinuing certain things like the shrimp, the eggs. They're not, I don't know if they're discontinuing them, but they're raising the prices. The eggs and meats are going to be going up, and they've been putting it off as long as they could. That's why they haven't had many sales with the meats lately. It's all been veggies because they didn't want to run out. So I'm having baked potatoes tonight, Brian. I'll show you. Okay, I never did this before, but we're making these where you slice them and you drizzle them with olive oil, butter, sea salt, whatever seasonings you want, and then you slice them into little slices and you bake them. I have big honkin' russet potatoes that I bought, and I have steaks down in the freezer that have been marinating for a day. So I was supposed to cook the steaks yesterday and I didn't. But I got to cook them today. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. I just made candles in mason jars actually back then. That was God, and that was in 2006, 2007. And I just bought jars, and I had a yard sale and I sold them at the yard sale. That was what I did. I didn't, and I kept a lot. It was something I was just dabbling in it, and I tried it once and I sold a few, and I found little jars, and it wasn't anything special. I sold them at a yard sale. From what I read on my within my Thrive Life group on YouTube, I mean on Facebook, with between all of our, it's like a special group for just the consultants. The shredded parm is like a lot of people's favorite. I know I like it, especially for Sierra for her Caesar salad she started liking. Just take a sprinkle over the top of the salad because Parmesan cheese is so expensive at the store. So a can will last us a year easily because it's just Sierra using it on her Caesar salads, or if I bake some chicken or something. It's so nice to not have to run to the store because y'all know I don't like going out. So I can still make these recipes and just have it right there. And then if you open it and you know you're not going to get into it for another month or two, you can reseal it in a jar with another oxygen absorber and boom, you've got longer shelf life than a year. Oh my God, Mountaineer. Hey, Catskill. So I saw on Facebook, speaking of bacon, Mountaineer Mama, I'm on a Stocking Our Shelves group. And this lady posted a picture of a Ziploc bag. And when she buys her bacon, she rolls each piece up into a roll, or maybe 2 or 3 pieces into a roll together. And she layers them in rows in a big Ziploc baggie. So that way because it's just her or whatever, she don't have to cook a whole pound of bacon. She just pulls out one of those rolls that has 1 piece, 3 pieces, whatever. And they're individually rolled and individually sealed, like in a Ziploc bag. And she just goes in, pulls one out. I thought that was freaking ingenious. You saw that too, Catskill? I'm going to start doing that because I still have some bacon on the shelf that I pressure can, but yeah, heck yeah. Because maybe you just want a bacon for some salad toppings, or you want a bacon for one breakfast for one person. You know what I mean? I was like, freaking ingenious. I learned so much from everybody else. Oh, I was watching your video this morning, Catskill. You're in the car. I felt like I was with you because I love the thrift store. I love the thrift store, but I have a problem. And I realized how much of a problem I had when I'm trying to find things for this yard sale tomorrow, and I don't want to get rid of anything, but I keep it all in bins and I'm not using it. So I gotta start using this stuff up. No, I never have made homemade bacon bits. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We don't use them much though. Oh, you're having your mother pray for me? I know the feeling. Trust me, I know the feeling. That's why the divorce was a blessing. Just saying. The good thing about divorce is you divorce everybody. Cauliflower soup. Oh, I can't say that I would come over for dinner because I don't like cauliflower. I was on a bacon kick one time, and my son said I should write a song about bacon and beer. Oh, wow. Yeah, Joe. Oh, yeah. So you know the beauty of divorce. My poor kids, though, they have to still go and deal. Like, I mean, she means well, but she has this way of making you feel less than. Like her and her is better than you. Just, my mother treats everybody the same. She just always had something to say that make you feel guilty or bad, and it's just her way. Tastes like potato cheese, lots of butter and cheese, bacon on top. I keep my Chima Merkel. I keep my mother-in-law in the trunk. Oh, I miss you. Oh God. Don't think I haven't thought of it. Trust me. Actually, when their father came to pick up the kids last week, she came. She came. First time ever coming here. Hadn't seen her since before we got divorced. Good morning, Jima. It's so nice to have you here. Oh, God. I'm so glad I started a live stream. Get some awesome peoples in here. What are you up to today, Jima? Anything interesting? Maybe I'll come over. Been thinking a lot of Gardner Josh lately. Ever since I tuned into the live stream at Trust in God and Crazies the other day, and he was in there and he was talking about his situation. And I have been racking my brain trying to figure out how to get Chris there. It would have to be just Chris. We couldn't afford both of us to fly down there. We've been trying to figure out financially. We have no money, but I feel like I just feel like Chris needs to go. Help him with the moving. That's a lot of stuff on his land. Raised beds, animals, just the stuff in the houses alone. You know what I mean? And we're trying to work something out. We're trying to figure something out. Because at the same time, he's got to get a sticker for his truck, and that may need a new catalytic converter, and that's like a couple grand. And just stocking up for the winter for our fuel. And we haven't been able to really save too much money right now. But I really feel like he needs to go there and help him. Because that's a lot for a person to handle, to try to move. So we've been, last night we sat down for a little bit and we were talking, trying to figure out, because he has vacation time, so that's not an issue. It's getting him, and I checked out, like, the drive is like 26 to 28 hours. He'd spend more time driving there and driving back than he would be able to being there to help. So flying is the only issue. And he's always said he would never step foot on a plane. He never has. Just one little twin engine plane to go get ice cream once and after that he said, so he's never had, but he'd be willing to go on a plane for Gardner Josh. So we'd have to see how much a plane ticket is. So we're just waiting to see if Gardner Josh, when he finds something, a place to go, whatever. But Chris and I both feel he needs to go and help him. Because it's a lot to move. We would need a tractor trailer truck for this place. Just my stockpile alone. Imagine breaking down garden boxes and breaking down buildings and moving buildings and animals, and not to mention your living quarters. You know what I mean? So that's what we've been. It's just been emotional for me, and Chris really wants to help. So we're trying to figure out a way. He would prefer to drive, but I don't think his truck would make it. And we can't risk that. He needs his truck for work. So, and like I said, driving would just, but we're going to figure something else. Trail busting today. Oh, Joe, I was thinking about Stedding too, because me and Chris were talking about Stedding and Chris going there. It depends on Stedding's schedule. You know what I mean? The only reason Chris has vacation time is because he never takes a frickin' day off. Stedding gets sent all over the place, so it'd be a little bit harder for Stedding. I think him and Chris talked about it. I don't know what came of it. Firefly, Joe, apparently I popped into Crazy Irish's live stream yesterday, or was it Trust? I can't remember. And Gardner Josh was in there talking about he's being evicted because of the landlord wants all the animals and no more gardening. Apparently. Although he's been fine with it for years, now it's changing. So he's got to be out. I wish to God I was right there. So that's been on my mind a lot, and Chris's mind, and yeah. Apparently, I think he told me he's already figured out a place for the animals to go, so that part is all. I don't know too much. I just know that I want to help, and I know Chris does too. Chris, we adore Gardner Josh. We adore that man and his wife. We adore them so much. I wish I wish we were right there. It is. He's got a lot of stuff. And I know just from here, we need a tractor trailer. It would be a lot. Just my stock alone. We moved a lot of my stock from my apartment, and that was just my laundry soap stock. I didn't have everything else yet. Yeah, Firefly. I remember when I had it in 2019 in October, before they knew it was COVID. There was several times where the kids went off to school and Chris went off to work, and I did not know if I'd still be alive when they got home. So please take care of yourself. It was the most excruciating time that I ever had in my life. I couldn't breathe. Every bone in my chest and my back felt like it was broken from the coughing. The muscles in between all of that. It was awful. Awful. I, it was awful. I never ever want to go through that again. Ever, because I didn't think I was going to make it. I was on nebulizers, I was on prednisone, I was on inhalers, so many different medications, three different antibiotics, and none of them did anything. Uh, Several trips to my doctor, several trips to urgent care, getting different diagnoses. My doctor said it was viral. The urgent cares told me it was bronchitis and pneumonia, because nobody knew about COVID yet. None of them had. It wasn't till months later. But then my doctor told me afterwards, she goes, I think that's what you had. I really do. And let me tell you, I haven't caught nothing since. I've been very healthy that way since. So I had it bad enough that it gave me some good immunity. I can tell you that. Hitting your lungs now. Yeah. And it was worse when I laid down. I just was coughing, coughing, coughing. I had to get up and move around all the time. I couldn't lay down. It was awful. Couldn't lay down straight, flat. Nope. It's hitting my lungs now. Just picked up albuterol, Paxlovid, and a steroid med. And everybody's got it. Yeah, I was on steroids with prednisone, and I'd never taken prednisone. I never used an inhaler before, so I was doing all of that at the same time, and I was so overdosed, it was insane. What about that hydroxychloroquine stuff, or I don't even know how to say it, that Crazy Irish made a recipe for hydrochloroquine or something. She made her own. I have ivermectin. Yeah, Mountaineer. I honestly was afraid a couple times that I'd be dead on the couch when the kids got home, and they'd get off the school bus and find me dead on the couch. It was the most scary thing I ever went through. I have never been like that before. Oh yeah, I was taking the prednisone, I was inhaling. I was using the inhaler on top of that because I didn't know about all this stuff. I didn't know what one each even did really. So I would take extra puffs of the inhaler while I was taking Mucinex and Z-Paks and all these different antibiotics and everything all at once. I was so overdosed. I was like loopy as crap. I remember going down to the store, and I'm going down the aisle and everything is swimming. I'm like, I got to get out of here. Yeah. Yep. You really need to freaking keep drinking tons of fluids. And I had the dehumidifier or whatever, the humidifier going in my room. Did nothing. The breathing treatments worked for a minute. And then after I was done the breathing treatment, it was just bad. I even bought a nebulizer. It's downstairs because I didn't, when the kids, I just wanted to have it, Yeah. I hope you get through it real quick. I didn't. It was 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I was out of work. 6 weeks. And I went back to work and I still wasn't 100%. I could still had trouble breathing. Yep. It was awful. Awful. I pray for you, girl. I never heard of Paxlovid. Yep, 6 weeks, Brian. Yep. And I believe I caught it from somebody at work because I worked for the ARC. It's called the ARC. It was the Center of Hope, and it's all handicapped and mentally handicapped. And I took groups, and they weren't very healthy. They weren't very clean, and we'd go do janitorial and things like that. And one of them came to work sick. He'd been throwing up the whole night before. He was an older gentleman, but he lived in a group home. And the people sent him back to the next day anyway because they didn't want him home. That's the unfortunate part about those group homes. They are some lazy caretakers. There are some great ones, but there are some very lazy ones. We had a guy living in a group home. He got sent to work with scabies. We all had to go to the doctors and get scabies cream just as a preventative measure. Lice, scabies, they come in sick because these caregivers don't want to deal with them, so they send them to the program. And this guy got sent back to the program after he'd been throwing up all night, and they wouldn't let him stay home. And he was on my crew that next day, and that's when I got sick right after that. It was so bad that my HR lady would call me at home to see if I had papers and from the doctors. And she said to me, she's like, I'm not going to have you talk a lot. Just kind of answer the questions, yes or no. Because she could tell I could barely get a word out. That's how bad it was. I could barely talk. And she could hear by the way I sounded that I wasn't faking. I went back to work and oh my God. Yeah. No, a kidney transplant on immune. Mountaineer, I agree. Pope, yep. Wow, Joe. My twins got it very, very mild. Thank God. Todd was a breeze. Sierra, it kind of hit her. Made her very tired, stuffy. She gets allergies really bad where Todd doesn't. Hey, Don Light. Wow, you had the heat on already? Sanitize your whole house, everything you touch. Drink plenty of fluids, hot teas. I went and stocked on all kinds of teas at that time. I tried everything. Everything. I never want to go through that again. That's why I just stay away from people. It's the easiest way to do things. Just stay away as much as you can. I know you got to work. I know a lot of you have to work and you got it at work, and I understand that. But everybody's situation is different. And whereas I don't have to be around these people right now, someday I may have to get back out there and go to work. We never know. And I will. But right now, nope. I wish Sierra would stay home and do homeschool too, but she wants to be there for the social aspect, and I get it, and I'm not going to deny her that. Hey, Giggles. Yeah, Todd does too, Joe. Todd gets over it. And Chris never gets sick, hardly ever. That man, I've never, once or twice he's had the sniffles. That's it. In all these years. Oh, Brian, my daughter's going back, but my son's going to be doing schooling here, public school online. So I'm okay with that. It's Sierra's the one that gets sick all the time. And I really wish, but she's the one going back to school, but she knows to kind of keep her distance from people. Oh, wow. Yeah, dairy is not a good one to have when you have this firefly. Yeah, I know Han Solo. Yep. I worry about that too because there's some kids in Sierra's grade that their father goes to Ghana all the time because he's from there. And I just, yep. Anyway, just make sure you drink a lot of, keep this stuff from congesting. That's what I had to do. Oh, finally, it was so bad. Nothing was, I tried Delsum, I tried everything. Finally, she had to prescribe me. Hold on, let me see if I can get it because I kept it. Let me get it. I still have it actually. Nothing. I tried 4 different antibiotics, all like the Z pack, all those antibiotics. Tried Delsum, Mucinex, everything. I was just finally at the end, and it was not touching it. She's described Bertussin AC liquid, 5 to 10 millimeters by mouth every 4 to 6 hours, needed for the cough. That's what she prescribed me. And that finally started to touch it. And I started feeling better instantly. But this was at the tail end of 6 weeks. This was 10/14/2019. And I had been going through it for almost probably about 5 weeks before that. Yep. Discard after 10/14/2020. And I didn't need a whole lot because it's still up to about here. So the first couple doses kicked the crap out of it. I would see if you can get this Bertussin AC. Because that is what finally worked for me after almost 5-6 weeks. But it took me all that time of going through all that pain and coughing and everything. I mean, literally, I felt like I had cracked my ribs and my back. The coughing was so bad. I could barely move, all in here from the coughing, everything, all the muscles, everything. I still, if that don't work in a couple days, I would ask her for Bertussin AC. It's an antitussive expectorant. Active ingredients: codeine phosphate, and I can't say the name, guaifenesin or something like that. Yeah, it really worked wonders. Tom, telling you, Firefly, when I went through it, the coughing was so bad, I thought I broke my back and my ribs. I could barely move. And once I took this, it was off. It was just awful. And this stuff just helped me right away. Right away. I wish she had given because she's like, oh, try Delsum, try this, try that. I tried everything. Everything. So I highly recommend that stuff. I gotta dump it out though because it's very old now. It's 2 years old. 3 years old. Yeah. Yep. I am glad she gave it to me. That's because the frickin' Delsum didn't work, and Delsum's pretty strong. Telling you, girl. I would save yourself some aggravation and ask them to give you a script for that. You're a smoker like me. You've got underlying conditions like me. That shit was a lifesaver. I wish they had given it to me from day one. I know I said the same thing, Firefly. The twins, remember? They got it over the summer, right? The last 2 weeks of school. They had made it that long. And then I read about all those tests they sent home because they would send home the home tests. They gave each kid one every week, sent home with them. So I have a stack of them. Then I find out those tests were given false negatives. Haven't smoked in days. I know I was the same way. Didn't smoke for a few weeks. Keep moving around. I noticed when I didn't move around, it just settled. Everything settled. And it was awful. I would stand in the hot shower with the steam for hours. Thank God I had I have a tankless water heater. Yeah. Literally. And I was okay when I was in there, but once I'd come out, it was like death. Oh, all right. Oh, wow. We've been over an hour. Yeah, Joe, that's right. It is your private information. Having a smoke help. I used to say that my smoking probably kept a lot of it at bay after. Stupid asinine way of thinking, probably, but look at I got a box of masks because I sent the kids when they went with their dad with a bag because we always had a bag of masks in the car for when I dropped them off. I give them each a mask for the day. So I forgot to get the bag of masks back, so got another one for my car. But Sierra's taking the school bus, so it might be left out here. How many of you guys had it, Firefly, from work? Okay, how many were there and how many got it? Because you know it's gonna make its round through everybody most likely. And it hits everybody differently because we're all in different kinds of situations physically. Someone that's in good shape probably will be like a sniffle for them. Plus, I noticed everything hurt. Everything was inflamed, my joints. So when you already have inflammation in the body, it targets that area and it makes it even worse. Like, say you have bad ankles or bad knees, or you know what I mean? It's going to hit those areas even harder. 11 people. That sucks. They can't get their work done. Nope. I used to be a solderer for AO Sunwear, where we made the pilots' military glasses for for all the military, and I soldered. And I would have sinus infections every couple weeks because I was soldering with ammonia, boric acid, and all these other chemicals mixed in a little dish. And I'd pull it out, put it on the machine, and I'd solder. 3 years I did that job, and I was having sinus infections every month. And they, to the point they told me I either quit or I'm going to have sinus surgery. Yeah. I know, Mountaineer, right? I thought I was going to be. Elderberries. I was chugging elderberries, and I didn't even know what an elderberry was at the time. But I'm telling you, nothing worked until I took this shit. Then it broke. 6 weeks. 6 freaking weeks. I was surprised I had a job to go back to. But they took me back because they knew I got it from there. They just shut down. I saw it on Facebook because I'm on, they have a group page. And they just, my same old company just shut down for a week. So it had to be because of that. Because a case manager got it. One of the case managers that works with the clients and stuff like that and does a lot of the greenhouse work. He's around them, and they shut the whole place down for a whole week. Yeah, I used to have a fan too. I loved it because I worked third shift, and I'd have a bag of M&Ms, and I'd sit there and grab a bag of an M&M, and we could work in our pajamas because it was third shift, and it was only like 5 of us, and it was awesome. We'd have the music cranking, and I'd have my slippers on and my jammies. I hope you feel better, Firefly. It's really shitty. I know. Well, listen, guys, I think I'm going to head off of here. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and I am going to go outside and do some stuff. I have to get some fish emulsion made up and start watering my plants outside. And I'm going to see if the water's running yet and do my dishes. And it's just going to be baked potato and steak for dinner. Firefly, I don't get any notifications anymore at all. I don't even bother wasting my time with that. I go to my channels and I just look to see if they're live, and that's it. Hey, Charlene. Oh my God. Hey, Rob. Oh my God, Rob. Charlene. I'm with you, Sassy Cat. It's freaking cold in that pool right now. I just pulled some freaking yellow leaves out of it. We've been getting a lot of leaves falling. Oh, you're recovering from back surgery. I gotta go throw the freaking robot in there, actually. Tomorrow's supposed to be hot. Had back surgery. Oh my God. Girl. That has to be hurting. I can just imagine. I just pull a muscle and I'm down for the count. Guys are stronger than me. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to let y'all go. Firefly, get some rest. I'm telling you, if all doesn't work, ask for Vertussin AC. I'm telling you, this stuff worked quickly. I only needed maybe two doses of it, and his stuff kicked right out of my system. Right out of my system. All right, everybody, you have a great day. Bye, everybody. It was nice to have you all here. Appreciate it. Just wanted to check in. Gotta go do stuff.